Hey everyone, Mike here. I'm going to put out the watch list of what we're going to watch tomorrow, which is Monday, August 18th. SPY hanging out pretty close to all-time highs. Teamwork in the chat room was fantastic this week. Let's keep that going. And I'm going to go right into what we're watching. Let me put a reminder up here for we got a lot of new faces in the room. Just to explain, these are charts that have good potential of giving us some great trades during the next market session, right? So none of this is overnight hold advice, swing trade advice, none of that investment, none of it. It's all looking for intraday trades, but you guys know intraday setups and powerful intraday moves come from stocks that are in play. When I say in play, I mean recent high relative volume and a decent price move, right? So you focus on those and then watch for intraday setups. You can get some nice trades. So speaking of high relative volume, right, and big moves, ATNF, which is Ethereum related now, and you had the big move, the pullback. We did put in a green candle on Friday. I think the downside of these might be overdone now, as the upside was recently. And when I say these, there are other ones like SBET and BMNR, but I'm focusing on this ATNF. So it goes on watch. AEO, which is American Eagle, had this nice pop, consolidation, then tried to break out, and then the whole market got slapped on Thursday. And then this one's curling right. So I would say this got slapped with that, and it's curling right back up. So it's one of my favorite charts looking for a trade on Monday. XFOR had the nice rip and flagging. Pretty interesting. This one is not as much of an in-play stock. This is bull. But it did have a nice run back here. Probably see it better if I zoom in, right? So there's the big run, the pullback, and now it's consolidating sideways. Maybe we're going to get another move up here. So not really as much in play as some of these others. ZETA on earnings had the big rip and then kind of came back down to that buy zone between the 8 and 20 day, and now is already curling back up. I think that one's interesting. BTAI, definitely an in-play stock, had the huge run, couple days lower, and then it looked like it was selling off on Friday and ended up going out at the high. So that one's very interesting to me on Monday. Run, or any other solar for that matter, they all got a big pop on Friday. I just chose one. I didn't want to fill the whole watch list with solar, so I just chose this one. We're going to watch it. Wonder if I go out to the yearly, you see it maybe a little better. I don't know. Anyway, RUN goes on watch. UP had a big pop on Friday, closed off its highs. Did it close it, or did it top out at exactly 2? Yeah, it did, which it's always interesting when we have a whole number on a stock that's in play as a recent high. So let's keep our eyes on UP. PGEN had the breakout. It was halted going into their FDA approval news, and then when it came out of the halt, it did have a nice pop, but closed way off the highs. I still think it's, with that volume, is worth watching. NAKA, a little bit more of a sleeper pick. It had a crazy move back here. But again, if you zoom in, you did have some nice volume on this run, and now it's kind of flagging. All right, so I'm going to watch that one. USAR, also kind of a cup and handle forming here. It's a rare earth play. LTBR, had a breakout attempt right here, and now you just got kind of a clean pullback on lower volume into that buy zone area, kind of retesting this breakout right here. Came down to retest that level. Goes on long watch. And then PSKY had this crazy move on Wednesday. Now you got a couple days lower on declining volume. What I'd really like to see in that is one of our normal bounce play setups, which would be kind of a narrow range all day, and then an afternoon high of day break. You could get kind of a short squeeze in that scenario. And that's it. I'm going to add gappers. I'll be in the chat room, I don't know, between 6 and 6:30 tomorrow morning, and looking for gappers to add to this list. And I'm looking forward to a great week. I'll see you guys in chat.